We all know Miss Robbie as a reality TV star, but she also has a beautiful singing voice. She's an iconic singer, and she has a brand new single that's out, Ain't My Stuff Good Enough, which I think could be a model for so many people.
That's right, especially us women.
100%. Where did the inspiration to release and to record the song come from?
Well, actually, when I was shooting Welcome to Sweetie Pies, it was a storyline, Miss Robbie going back into the recording studio. So after I did it, played around a couple of times, I'm like, this wasn't that bad. I think I still like this. So I decided to go back in it, give it a try, and try to be the oldest woman, and I said woman, to get a Grammy.
Now let's talk about the music video, because you're wearing these amazing outfits. How fun was it to shoot that music video?
It was so, it was like something that I'd never done before, even though I filmed the show, but it wasn't like a video. So it was really, really exciting. I'm a shopaholic, so I always got the clothes ready. Just call me anytime, I'm ready. I got the wigs, the hair, the shoes. I got everything and I'm ready. Just need a place to go.
You're ready for, to shoot your music video and ready for Grammy night as well too.
Oh, I'm ready for Grammy night. I'm preparing now. So you can't catch me off guard.
So obviously, people know you from the show, Welcome to Sweetie Pies. But if people watch the show and if people know the history, the original, I can't, if you're still good friends with Tina Turner, yeah. Tell us a little bit about, what it's like to have that history behind you.
When I've always sang. I started out in church singing on the front under the street light. We did that. So my dream was just always to be known as a singer. Never knew that it would go this far. I just wanted to sing because we were a doo-wop group out of the project. And we just, every evening we got on the front, we call it the front, and sit out and get together and sing and doo-wop. Or I used to play the radio in the washroom because the echo was so beautiful, and get in there and sing to it. And I always just imagine myself. But when I left home with Ike and Tina, I was on their first hit, Fool in Love. I left home with them and they went to California, gave me the opportunity to go with them, and I did. But I never got the success that I wanted to get from the singing. So I found employment as a background singer for like 40 years or longer, as I was always background in somebody's background. So the being a lead singer just kind of went away. Now I'm trying to survive. And that was my way. So on the show, Welcome to Sweetie Pie, that was one of the storylines. Miss Robbie go back into the studio. And then I think I got the bug again. So I'm like, I'm gonna take this song. My girlfriend wrote that song 40 some years ago. I always liked it. We did it as the ICAT. We changed our name to the Murettes, and the song was too dirty. They banned it. But I always loved that song. I'm like, if I ever get the opportunity, I'm going to record that song.
Now, did you have a conversation with Miss Tina Turner as far as like, hey, I'm going to record this song, or did she give you any advice, or has she heard it?
I don't even know if she's heard it, because the person that usually, she lives in Switzerland, and the person, Rhonda Graham, who was our go-between all the time, she passed. And so now I don't know if she's heard it. I know how to get in contact, but I don't want to call up and say, hear my song. We'd heard so many songs and thought we had so many hits that didn't hit. So I'm just taking it easy and praying with this one as we go along.
Well, I hope it makes it to the radio stations in Switzerland.
I hope so.
Now, I want to ask you a little bit. I don't know if you've seen the Tina Turner musical, because it shut down, shortly after the pandemic.
Right.
But are you featured in it at all?
Well, everybody's featured, but they don't use our name. So I was like a sister to her. So we were very close. So I haven't seen the play yet because it shut down, but I'm going to see it because I want to see who played me. I know me when I see it now. They might not call my name, but I know my character.
You know your character. Well, that's amazing. So, once, Broadway opens up, that's one of the shows that I think is one of the most anticipated, nominated for, a bunch of Tonys. And then, people get to see a little bit of your story there alongside Miss Tina.
Now, I've been in all of her books. So, they kind of mention me, give me a little crumb. So that's good enough for me. They mentioned it.
I think one of the most touching moments that I love on the show is when you were watching that interview with Oprah, and she just talks about what you meant to her. And what does it
Yes.
feel like, even to this day, just being able to
You
sit
know
back and
what?
watch
I was
that?
so touched because, people like, she wants to forget her past. And so it's like, I'm a part of her past and she wants to forget me. So when I heard her say that, I just could have boo-hooed if I had enough time, because I always felt, well, she wants to forget me, but I was there with her and she was like a sister. And when I saw her do that, I couldn't stop. But I had to cry because it hurt me too bad to leave her. It's like we left her there. All of the ICATs left. We left at one time, and then it was just so hurting because I was always hurt about leaving her, but I had to go. I couldn't stay any longer. And then to know that she felt that way about me, oh, it was just devastating, devastating.
Well, it's also, a full circle moment, because then, not that many people get to hear those words, years later, of what somebody meant to
Yes.
them.
And I think they mean more at later than they did now, just saying, I'm a miss you, girl. I'm miss you. But when we left, everybody left, and her sister left with us. So it was just devastating. We left her there by ourselves. So that always bothered me. But when I heard her say that, that was my opportunity to say it back and cry too, because we were very close, very close.